Alright, we got one a little bit different this time. We are going electric. We're going to give it all the rees. Tried taking the Tesla out early on when I started playing the Gran Turismo. And it's a difficult adjustment to get used to because, man, just every corner of every virtual track I've ever learned, I've learned by, okay, you go in this gear, you come out that gear. This one doesn't have any gears. So that's been the toughest adjustment. You know, listening to the engine revs and knowing when to shift. And yes, it doesn't have that. So that's been the toughest adjustment. Plus this thing weighs a lot. So, at any rate, let's get this thing underway. Let's give it all the rees. We're just going to do like a little spec race here. We're going to go to Kyoto Driving Park, just the Yamagiwa. We'll do it at noon. And then the Tesla Model S. We'll do a quick little, we'll just call it a 4-lap race. Last place. Turn the rubber banding off. We're not going to do tire wear or anything. And there we go, pro difficulty. And with that, we're underway. Okay, so I haven't really changed anything on here. Well, actually, I took the weight down by 5%, which isn't much. It still, as you can see, weighs over 4,000 pounds, which is a lot. And I put the soft sports tires on. Change the brake balance, but that's it. Everything else is pretty standard. So, having said that, let's get underway. Okay. Be very, very quiet. We are wasting Teslas. It is eerily quiet. But it's cool. It's different. I like it. I will try not to hit the shifty paddles, but no promises. Not that they do anything. They don't. Just a force of habit. Damn it. This section right here through these S's is where I can really gain the most on them. One of the peculiarities about this car is it's not underpowered by any stretch of the imagination. It's got a lot of power, but it is overweight. The thing is super heavy. So you kind of have to treat it as you would an underpowered car, in that one of the absolute keys to doing well is the preservation of momentum through the corners. If you can carry your momentum through the corners and not overslow, that is absolutely key. Because the only advantage I have against these guys right now, or over these guys, is I have 5% weight reduction. And I have tires that are a little softer because I think the AI automatically are on the hardest of the tires. So I've got slightly softer tires and 5% weight reduction. But I kind of need that because I've given myself 4 laps to come to the front. But that also sort of takes advantage of a very specific weakness of the AI, and that is they tend to overslow through the corners. They brake in the middle of the corners and are not good at the preservation of momentum. So that's one of the ways to kind of get a leg up against them in a car like this. So when they get in my way in the S's here, it's really frustrating because I can really use the momentum through here to run up through the field. One of the other things that's very particular about this car is because it's so overweight, and you can brake late, but you have to absolutely make sure that you're braking in a straight line. Scrub all the speed off that you need to in a straight line, because you're asking a lot of these tires to slow down such a heavy vehicle. If you also at the same time, ask it to turn too, you're asking too much. And I don't know about regen under braking or deceleration. I don't know if there's the electric equivalent of engine braking or not, or if so, how effective it is. I don't really know. So I don't know if I'm getting that assist. But likewise, as you treat this as if it's underpowered, even though it's just overweight, another key thing is to make sure you take advantage of slipstream whenever you can. Just tuck in, let them help pull your heavy ass along. Then tuck out, brake late in a straight line, but carry as much momentum as you can. And give it all the rees. Please stay out of my way for the S's here. Good, good. I'll be able to zip through these. Thanks. Thanks for the contact, sunshine. Really able to pull up on this next guy through that sector. Holy shit, this is the third lap? And I'm still only P8. This does not bode well. Come in here, take a late apex. Get this guy into braking into the chicken. Woo! Woo! One nice thing about about really heavy braking zones like that is because there's no engine noise, you can very much tell if you've locked the brakes or not. So you know instantly if you need to back off the brakes. Again, these are all techniques that you want to employ with any of the vehicles in any class, but it's just those specifics are a bit more key with this one. Another thing that you want to do, because the vehicles are so overweight, is you want to just maximize your braking. When you're braking in a straight line, you know, as you know, with a high downforce car, you brake hard and then you kind of slightly lift off the brakes as the car gets slowed down. You want to do that, the opposite of that, in a car with little or no downforce, and that is start your braking kind of light and then get heavier and heavier gradually on that brake pedal as you're scrubbing off speed, just to get the absolute utmost out of the braking, the absolute performance out of the braking. Very key. Yep, no contact. Not major. Tuck in. See if I can get both of these guys into the chicken. Oh, shit. Lost it. That was really sloppy. Got him, but that was nothing to be proud of. Oh well. It's not like I'm giving it back. At any rate, I'm kind of glad I came back to the Teslas. Like I say, I messed around with the Teslas real early on when I was starting with Gran Turismo, but it was a bit of a learning curve that I just kind of wasn't ready to embrace. But I'm glad I came back to it because this is a lot of fun. Almost tried to grab a gear there. Cool. That's a 4-lap race around Yamagiwa in a Tesla. Somehow got a clean racing bonus after making contact and driving off-road. But cool, that was fun. We'll try another one later. Okay, after the new hotness with the electric vehicle Tesla, let's take it back, way back, old school. Another little quick custom race. We're going to go to, I think let's do St Croix. We're going to do St Croix-B in the afternoon with the 71 Ferrari Dino. And we're going to shift gears because we can. Let's do a little 6-lap race. Again with the starting grid being last and maximum gap. No rubber banding. We're going to do tire wear all the way up. Fuel consumption all the way up. 10 and 10. We're going to go pro difficulty and we're going to go 1 make. So it's going to be all Ferrari Dinos. 6 laps, maximum tire wear, maximum fuel consumption. 1 make race. Oh Lord, that's a pretty car. Okay, so here's what we got going. Didn't mess with the weight or the power at all. Going on the soft tires again. Starting last, so I'm going to give myself a little bit of an advantage. I've got the brake balance tuned forward just a teeny bit. I've definitely stiffened up the suspension and tweaked the transmission. As per usual. You know, and as per usual, no traction control, no ABS. So having said that, let's get underway. Oh yeah, this will be a one-stop race. Not going to bother with trying to conserve fuel or anything like that. We're just going to do a one-stopper. And having said that, here we go. Okay, here we go. I love this cockpit view. Not going to do the whole race in the cockpit view because while it's fun to race in, I don't think it's makes for the best YouTube videos. But I did kind of want to sit in there in a cockpit just for a minute. Just to indulge myself, getting to look at all these sweet gauges and shit. Let's say we switch up the camera. That looks good. That's pretty too. I think we'll go hood. I like that bumper cam. That's kind of my default go-to. And it gives you a whole, just a wealth of information. As I four-wheel drift those downhill S's, which is not advisable, considering I I do have the tire wear turned up. But, excuse me, even with the tire wear turned up, I might not change the tires during the pit stop. If I can make them last. That's the goal. I'm going to try to make them last. Excuse me. Alright. Almost all the way through the first lap. Maybe I should try to overtake somebody. I think I'm behind schedule. That leader's 20 seconds ahead. I need to get my head down and get to work here. Whoa. Having some problems getting loaded up. This is a great little section through here. I dig it. I'm pretty sure this is one of their original, i.e. fictional tracks, but I do love it. They seem to be better in the braking zone than I am. I think I need a little more practice on this car. I've only turned a few laps with it. I'm pretty sure I spent more time creating the livery than I did actually practicing. Okay, leader's down to 17 seconds, so I'm gaining on him slowly. A little bit more controlled through there this time, a little bit, being the operative phrase. Good, able to carry a little momentum through there instead of spinning the whole entry to this bridge, trying to recover from a four-wheel slide. That should help. Okay, P13. Jesus Christ, I was praying that dude wouldn't get in my way, and he just slid right out into my path. That was not a fortuitous sequence of events. We'll refer to that as suboptimal. That's a little better. Trying to claw back some of the time that these guys lost me. Or maybe that I lost myself. I don't want to put that blame of my shitty driving on them. I should have found a way around. Alright, one more lap before we pit. Tires look real good. The leader's still 15 seconds ahead. It's not great. Oof. Speaking of needing practice, good Lord. That was terrible. Again, screwed up my run onto this straight here. Not doing myself any favors. A little too greedy on that throttle, David. Shit. Going from bad to worse here. Looks like we're all going in. Let's see if I can jump the queue. And I did. Don't change. And we'll sit here for a minute. Yeah, everybody's taking on hard tires. Or they're at least taking on fuel. I can't tell if they're taking on tires or not. Okay. Where do we come back out in the order? P10. Laps to go. I think we can do this. I was feeling pretty pessimistic going into the pits. I think my outlook is a little bit sunnier coming back out of them. That was better than last time. Which isn't saying much, but you know. At least I'm up in single digits now. I was hoping to stay in that green guy's slipstream. Until the yellow guy cut me off. got 2 laps left, P5, this is doable. Even though that guy's 9 seconds ahead, 10 seconds ahead. I think this is doable. If I could learn to brake worth a damn. Leader gained a 10th on me. All my crappy braking. Take advantage of whenever the car's going straight. Tap on the brakes a little bit, get it slowed down. But you sort of have to wait until the car's lined up with the road direction. Leader still 7.5 seconds away. I got about a lap and a half to go, or less. My optimism's starting to wane a little bit. Look at that dude going hell of wide. I almost followed him out. Alright, P3, we're at least podium. Yeah, I think they're a bit too far away. I gotta make up 6 seconds on them. Easy for me to say. And overtake them. I don't think that's gonna happen. Not gonna give up though. Whoa. When counter steering goes wrong. So much for my hopes of getting onto the top step. Maybe I'd have more grip if I'd have changed my tires, but honestly, it's just all the mistakes. It's not the tires. It is an accumulation of doing things wrong. little more grip wouldn't hurt, but looks like I'll probably get almost within spitting distance of him. Grip, grip, grip. Hook up tires. Yep. P3 is the story of this race. Whew, that was not good. Not too good. Not my best day. Oh well. That's how it happened. That's how it got recorded. That's how it's going down. Maybe it's time for another race that I know I can crush. Anyway, that was fun. Let's do another one. Okay. I had so much fun racing this Golf last time. I just want to do it again. This thing is so fun. It's so fun doing just little shitbox racing in GT Sport. So let's do it again. What say you? This time we're going to take it to Lago Maggiore. And we're going to do the East Circuit. Just call it fine weather. And we're going to do just a short little 4-lap race. Max out the rolling interval. Turn the rubber banding off, of course. We're going to go full tire wear and full fuel consumption, but it's such a short race. There won't be any pit stop necessary or even fuel management. I'm going to make it one make just because reasons. And with that, we're underway. And yes, I've been experimenting with creating custom liveries, as you might have noticed from the Tesla Model S and this new livery. Never actually tried messing around with liveries in GT Sport, but what the hell. Okay, so what do we got here? I've kept the the weight and the power exactly the same, so I haven't changed anything. I've put I'm on the soft tires. I have definitely messed with the suspension a lot. I've really stiffened it up since the last race. And the transmission is really tweaked, so I can just kind of get the maximum out of this little underpowered dude as I possibly can. But as far as the weight and the horsepower, it's all the same. I've just got a little better tires, and with my suspension and transmission settings, definitely have an advantage over the other guys. But having said that, let's do this thing. For some reason in this car I like this camera angle. Don't know why. Just like that square ass hood, I guess. That sucked. Maybe I should have warmed up and practiced this before I started recording. But why would I want to do that? Sitting here messing with the MFD and not upshifting in the fifth. This car definitely feels a lot better since I tightened up the suspension. It had a really soft ride, and anytime you hit the brakes hard, it would just deeply nosedive. But like that Tesla, even though this one doesn't weigh much, it's all about momentum here. Just holding on to it, not letting it go whenever possible. And being smooth, gotta be smooth. You can see what I mean about the front nose diving when that dude hit the brakes going into that hairpin there. Looked like his car was just gonna do a front flip. Feels good to be hitting the paddle shifters again after that sort of mental adjustment of not doing that in the Tesla. But yeah, having, you know, granted I'm on tires that are a little bit softer than theirs, but just adjusting the transmission and the suspension, I am just eating these dudes up. Of course, I say that. Looks like the leader's over 12 seconds ahead. I'm on lap 2. I've got my work cut out for me here. Ah! Why'd you come all the way back over? You slowed me up, son. Heckin' momentum thief. Okay, down to 9 seconds. That felt pretty good. Just let that speed just carry me through the hairpin. Tuck in, tuck in. Give me some room there, dude. You can also bang down the gears pretty quickly in this car, considering you're barely hitting 100 miles an hour. So you don't need to worry too terribly much about your revs when you're downshifting. All right, P1, here we come. Right there. Who knew? I only needed 3 laps to get by on this time. And like I say, that's pretty much, it's not me, it's all down to just the suspension and transmission. Tires definitely help out some for sure, but not a huge difference between the sports hard and the sports soft. Especially, you know, these sub 100 mph rides. That don't have a whole lot of weight to boot. Pulling out a pretty big gap. Just got to bring it home and not make too egregious of a mistake. Maybe should have kept that in second gear a little bit longer. Coming up that hill, asking a whole lot of this engine. I love a good series of S corners. Okay, 151.3 is my best lap. What do we get here? Hopefully better. 150.2. Second better. More time out there on the track, but, you know, I'll take it. Another clean race bonus. What do you know?